Now that we have an understanding of the C major scale and its intervals, see the video on intervals, we can apply the pattern of whole and half steps from the C major scale to all the notes of the chromatic scale. The chromatic scale is a 12-tone scale representing all the notes or pitches in music. Looking for a place to start, refer to the video, the Fibonacci series, and the intervals of a chord. The first note to unfold, other than the C note, is the G note. Review the C major scale structure of whole and half steps as seen here. The piano keys are an easy way to see the whole and half step pattern. If we start on the G note and move the notes to fit the major scale pattern of whole and half steps, we see the key of G major has one note different from the key of C major, the F sharp. In order to have the half steps between the third, fourth, seventh, and eighth steps, the F note needs to be raised to the F sharp. The difference between the key of C major and G major is the F sharp accidental. Now we can relate the notes in the key of G to the intervals of the scale as seen here. Using the relationship of the tonic to the perfect fifth of G is D. Starting on the D note, apply the whole and half steps of the major scale to the keys on the piano as seen here. In order to honor the half steps between the third, fourth, seventh, and eighth notes, two notes need to be raised, the F sharp, which is shared with the key of G, and the new accidental of C sharp. We can now apply the intervals to the key of D major as seen here. Repeat the process, starting on the perfect fifth of D, which is the A note. The F sharp and C sharp are carried from the key of D, and the G sharp is added. The notes and intervals in the key of A are seen here. Applying the major scale pattern to the E note, which is the fifth of A, reveals the key with four sharps as seen here. And from E to its perfect fifth interval, the B note. Lastly, to the fifth of B, which is F sharp, as seen here. The E sharp might bewilder us at first. All notes from A to G have to be represented in the scale. This is primarily for transcription. The E sharp and F notes are inharmonic notes. To help us visualize the relationship of keys and their accidentals, imagine a 7-story warehouse. Each floor is the same in size and shape. The difference is their distance from the ground. To go from one floor to another, we use the staircase to ascend or descend. Each floor will represent a key, and each staircase will represent the accidental used to move from one key to the next. Moving from ground level, or the key of C major, we use the F sharp staircase to ascend to the key of G major. From the key of G major, we can use the C sharp staircase to ascend to the key of D major. From D, we use the G sharp staircase to ascend to A, and so on. If we want to move from C major to E major, the first staircase we need to ascend is F sharp. Then in order we ascend the C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp staircase to arrive on the floor of E major. The accidentals follow this order ascending and descending. Next, we need to find a way to easily remember all of this information. To help memorize the keys, we use a mnemonic device by saying the following. Gorillas don't always eat bananas first. Go ahead and repeat it 5 times to set it into your memory. Using this mnemonic device, we can easily find the keys that contain sharps. For example, to determine the key that has 2 sharps, say the mnemonic phrase and stop on the second word, gorillas don't. The first letter of the second word, don't, is D, which is the key with 2 sharps. The D would be the second level of the key warehouse using 2 flights of stairs, F sharp and C sharp. What key has 4 sharps? Gorillas don't always eat. The fourth word, eat, starts with the letter E. This is the 4th level of the key warehouse using 4 flights of stairs, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp, to arrive at the key of E. All the keys with sharp accidentals are natural except the F sharp. What key has 6 sharps? The answer would be F sharp, which is the 6th level of the key warehouse, using 6 flights of stairs, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, and E sharp. Now that we have a way of finding the keys with sharps, we need to create a mnemonic device for the order of sharps in a key: F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, and E sharp. This mnemonic device is fat cats go down alleys eating. If a key has one sharp, it would be F sharp. If a key has three sharps, it would be fat cats go, F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. Six sharps would be F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, and E sharp. Let's connect it all together. What key has three sharps? We would stop on the third word of our key phrase, gorillas don't always. The answer is A. Then we could name the sharps in the key of A by using the first letters of the words from the phrase used for the orders of sharps. Fat cats go. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. The key with three sharps is A major, and the sharps are F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. What are the notes in the key of E major? Follow these steps to yield the answer. Step 1. List all the natural notes from E to E. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. Step 2. Identify the number of sharps for the key of E. Gorillas don't always eat. 4 sharps. Step 3. Determine the sharps for the key of E. Fat cats go down. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp. Step 4. Apply the sharps to the 4 notes for the key of E. E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E. Doing this for all the keys we have covered, we can now create a chart that orders the keys from C through the sharp keys. This allows us to understand the notes and quickly locate the intervals of these 7 keys. If asked the perfect fifth of C, we can quickly find it on the chart. If asked the major third of A, again, we quickly find it on our chart. What is the perfect fourth of B? What is the major seventh of E? At the beginning of each piece of music is the key signature. The key signature signals the key the music is in. The accidentals appear in order from left to right, as seen here. For the key of G, F sharp. For the key of D, F sharp, C sharp. For the key of A, F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp, and so on. In the next video, we will look to the keys with flats.